Hello and welcome to Autocar Professional. As the industry transforms into one of its most exciting phase yet with electrification and newer technologies, there are newer roles opening up for women and really exciting pathways that they are taking. And these are some unimaginable roles that were considered unconventional at some point. We have one such woman with us today, Reeti from Mahindra. Hi, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. You've been one of the path breakers when it comes to leadership positions in automotive industry, where still needle is moving but a little slower. Could you start by talking about your journey? Because I'm sure it'll be really inspirational for a lot of women who are yet to join the workforce in the automotive industry.
Thank you, Prerna, first of all. Thank you for having me and for those praises. Yeah, it's been quite something, the journey. I think my friends tell me that Reeti is someone who would never fit in a box because maybe growing up, I started with professionally training in badminton, and then I was professionally into athletics, even music, art, trained myself in kickboxing. So I've done a lot of combination of art and sports, and maybe that's what shapes me today as well as a person. And somewhere I was decent at ACAD, so I ended up with computer engineering. Did a couple of years at Infosys, and then 2 years of MBA at SP Jain, where I got campus placed in Mahindra through their leadership program. So this was 2015, and since then I've done multiple roles in Mahindra, starting with the digital and tech side of auto business. Then I got this amazing, really overwhelming, but amazing opportunity with the ED and CEO office as Rajesh Jejurikar's EA.
Right.
It gave me, in a way, a front row to all the AFS businesses and how decisions are made and how things are not black and white,
Yeah,
and things are
crazy
gray.
learning curve for you.
Lot of learning curve, and that is when Mahindra was also starting its electric journey. So I got first involved with product planning responsibilities with my software and tech background. Soon after, with that deep product knowledge and the creative streaks that I bring in, I was given the marketing responsibilities. And then, as we were getting in the market, the sales came up. So currently, with my role of heading the business, it takes me to various places in India, a lot of customer connects, a lot of market insights. Net, it's been very gratifying as a journey.
Right. So your journey has almost coincided with Mahindra's electrification journey, so to say. If you could talk about how these newer opportunities and technologies, as we're entering into the new phase and the new world order, so to say, in terms of powertrain technologies, how has that led to more opportunities for women? Because we see a lot more penetration in the battery and cell manufacturing aspect, a lot of women in leadership, because these are, like you said, a lot of tech roles instead of the core mechanical part of it. So has that sort of also been a big driver for this change?
Yeah, definitely. So I guess traditionally, auto was seen as a mechanical and more physically intensive industry. And that image itself made many women opt out. But now, as the industry's changed or transformed pretty much over the last 5 to 10 years, I'm seeing this shift happening. As you said, including myself, getting this, seeing a lot of changes on shop floor where there is automation, digital diagnostics, the electric vehicle itself is very much a simpler architecture, so lot less moving parts there. So yeah, all this automation is bringing that shift. And apart from that, I'm also seeing the industry expand. So there are new roles such as design, marketing, sales, customer experience, data analytics. A lot of these new roles have also opened up opportunities in a way for both men and women, and new skill sets. So yeah, it's widened. I think what we need to do is now create the right culture so that all these talent can thrive.
Right. If you could also dive a little deeper into Mahindra Electric's journey so far, because you've seen it all, you've seen it in so many different roles, be it design, be it inception, be it product planning. So you've sort of, like we said, it's so beautiful that your journey into the company and into the automotive business has sort of coincided with the electric journey for Mahindra as well. So how has that evolved so far, and what is, if you could talk a little bit about where do you want to go with this, the vision part of it?
Sure. Honestly, when we had started our EV journey, we wanted to create history. We just didn't want to have a powertrain change. For us, our vision that time was that, okay, when we launch, this thing should create history. And it did in a way in 2024 when we launched. India completely fell in love with these two cars, the XEV 90 and the BE6. Our platforms had 4 billion views. So that was huge. Incredible, phenomenal response. We weren't expecting that kind of response, but and rightly so, because these products, I guess people for the first time were seeing such sexy, bold, beautiful designs, such advanced tech coming in at this kind of price points, and the features that you usually find in a crore plus luxury car.
Yeah.
So that,
Democratizing technology, like you like to
yeah,
call it.
and even beautiful looking cars.
Yeah.
No, everybody gives it a second look at least.
Yeah.
So today, if I see, we have, because of that, 8 out of 10 customers are new to Mahindra as a brand, and we've got a lot of celebs, sports people, we've got businessmen, leaders buying our cars, and even luxury enthusiasts buying our cars for that very reason. I also feel so in last 10 months, we've, in terms of numbers, if I have to say, we've done 41,000, which is selling one car every 10 minutes.
Yeah, incredible.
And all of these cumulatively have done 32 crore kilometers. What it means is that the EVs have become their primary vehicle. They're like driving it almost daily. And majority of them are getting 500 kilometers plus city range, which is also significant. And apart from all of this, something I'm really proud of is the love that we've got from media fraternity too. I guess our electric portfolio is the most awarded. The XEV 90 has also got the Green Car ICOT award, and many other. Both cars have got a lot of love. So overall, it's been very gratifying, intense, but a lot of love from customers. So for us, it's been not just doing like launching cars or giving an electric car. For us, it's how do we make India experience the next electric revolution.
Right. And where do you go from here? What is Reeti's vision for the division, and how do you sort of take it forward from here?
I think I want to scale it while keeping the soul alive, the soul is that we are very much aspirational. We've come up with Indian icons. So that is the soul of this brand. And next step is to now make this mainstream. And for that, EV is not like a technology or a powertrain conversation. EV is a mindset, a behavior change conversation. So the next step would be to make Indians feel much more confident to make these mainstreams, and especially the customers who drive, they feel so confident. They're taking such long routes unheard of, like Mumbai to Hyderabad, Mumbai to Delhi. I mean, I wouldn't do it with any car, but with EVs, they are driving it and making it a primary car itself tells that, you should, it's just the confidence. It's just that leap of faith that you need to take and then see the magic of it.
Right, very interesting. Talk a bit about your leadership style, because like you said, newer opportunities, newer division. There was no precedent at Mahindra for leading EVs and building EVs like the way you do. So how do you sort of get into it as a woman leader? A lot of people don't like that tag as well. We'll come to that. But then how do you sort of look at your leadership style evolving? And how would you define it?
So my teams tell me that Reeti is very open and very authentic, very herself, but she's also very demanding, and I like to be demanding because I care, and if I wouldn't, then I would just relax. But I want, we are into building category, right? So I want my team to think different, to approach problems in a different way, to come with solutions that traditionally maybe we wouldn't have thought about doing it. And there are a lot of examples. I mean, the team has already done an amazing work building such brand equity in such less time, and doing 41,000 kind of numbers at this price point is itself incredible. So super proud of the team. But still, a sales guy is always demanding. But also, I'm fiercely protective about my team. I wouldn't want to pamper them, but I would like to for them to feel safe. Safe to challenge, safe to express, safe to say that this is not working. So I guess that's where I like my leadership style to be at, and that's what they tell me, that this is how Reeti is. And I guess because of this, we've done a lot of debates, and that's kind of helped also us in where we are today.
Right. Talk a bit about Mahindra's policy and how has that helped you and other women as well, because I believe in automotive space Mahindra has one of the it's amongst the highest penetrated in terms of women leaders. So how do you sort of approach that? How important is policy push and mandates to make sure that there is enough representation of women at the leadership scale?
My motherhood started, I guess, 2.5 years now, just before we were launching the EVs. So it was pretty intense.
So you have 3 babies, twins and male.
Yeah, definitely. I was telling my teams that there are these 2 human babies, and then there are my 2 car babies. So twins on both sides that I launched. So of course, Mahindra policies, I would say it's a benchmark, because at Mahindra, we are not just looking at diversity during hiring. For us, retention is where the work begins. And for that, we have spoken to many women, and what we've understood it's not just women are not leaving workforce because of lack of ambition. They leave when they have to choose between family and career. And hence, for us, motherhood is not just one short maternity leave. Motherhood is a life stage, and we see it as 5-year holistic life stage. 1 year pre-birth, 1 year during, and 3 years post-birth. And there are various initiatives that we've taken during this period. Flexi working hours, IVF reimbursement, baby care allowances, creche allowances, travel help, even counseling, because that's what also is needed. And other important piece is when women want to return back to work, also plays a lot on their mind as how my career would look like, or will my promotion stop when I come back. So we've taken care of that aspect too.
Okay. So they are accommodated into the same role, or is there a retraining that's
or a
done?
similar strategic role or whatever, like, and the promotion cycles also, however it has to happen, kept intact. So there's a portal, Back to Mahindra, where you can find also different roles if you want. So yeah, it's been pretty much thought through in a holistic way. And then when women don't have to choose between building a career and raising a family, I guess, and when orgs understand this life stage, retention is natural.
Right. What else, if you look at the industry, what else needs to happen to make it better for a lot more women to stay? They are coming into the workforce, but then retention, like you said, is a challenge. I'm not talking about Mahindra particularly, but that at an overall industry. What else needs to be done to make it better for women to stay up to the top and then like rise through the ladders like you have?
I think things like these, when you know that, if I have to talk about mothers, if you know that your kids are safe, or you know, when you have to leave, everybody doesn't have the right set of ecosystem, or their grandparents, and I always tell young females that before family planning, plan your ecosystem, because that's so important for you to come back to work. I guess if a company can provide that kind of ecosystem support for us, for example, it's a nearby creche or maybe at premise creche, I guess that's also part of government policies too. So if certain such comforts are taken care of, and it's the initial few years, you know, that's where you need that kind of support. Once you're sorted that out, I guess, then it's male, female alike.
Yeah, then it's all meritocracy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then if you could also talk about, you said a very important point in the beginning that you're into the arts, you've been a badminton player as well. How has all of that blended into your sort of leadership style, or how you approach things differently? If there's like any incident or anecdote that you would want to share with us in terms of how your artistic or creative side helps you in your business as well, so to say.
Many things. I mean, I don't have any particular example, but you know, meal, the electric business that we have overall, whatever we do, be it the way we launch things, the way we are selling, the different processes that I follow with my teams, the way we interact with customers and gather insights. It's a combination of different little things that you do everywhere. You need to sparkle some of your personality, and that's what my teams love, that I ask them to think in a, you know, a non-traditional way. And sometimes maybe because I don't have any legacy baggage of previous experience, I just come up with completely fresh take to things. And I even would say a lot of product when we were building it as part of my product planning role used to challenge my engineering teams that, and they were very kind enough to agree to those. But what you see, the kind of features that we've put, and we've gone all out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a combination of little things that you do every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. That makes a lot of difference at the end.
Yes.
Yeah. If you could leave us with a word of advice for women getting into the field, getting into hardcore automotive roles, how, because through your journey, there are so many learnings for young women entering into the industry that could probably help them in their careers, make them financially independent, contribute a lot more to GDP. So it's an entire cycle. They say when a woman is employed, employs, like it gives inception to a lot, like 10 different kinds of roles. You'll have a nanny, you'll have a cook, you'll have a, so you're sort of, it's like a circular economy that you're building. Yeah. So how do you sort of look at younger women who are getting into it? Any word of advice you would want to leave us with?
Sure. I think all the roles that I've got, I've never done that. So there was steep learning curve for all of these roles, and I honestly never was kind of ready for that opportunity. So my message to young leaders would be that just grab the opportunity, work towards it, but don't wait to feel confident about it. Because if you wait for that confidence, that's you're never gonna take it. And
Just
confidence is always a byproduct, never a prerequisite. It will come when you build the capability, when you do it, and then you see that coming in. So yes, keep an open mind, ask a lot of dumb questions. You don't have to be seen smart on day one. And I feel even at leadership, it's not about knowing details of every little thing. It's about how well you are able to connect dots with what you know.
Right.
And how fast you're able to pick up things. So work on that and just do it.
Right. That, on that very, very positive note, thank you so much for spending time with Autocar Professional. Wish you an incredible International Women's Day.
Thank you, Prerna.
Thanks.